So I'm driving home from Page 13 rehearsal, and I hear Twitch go, "Hey, this is a new band out of Corinth, Mississippi. The song is called After All by Saving Abel." And then all of a sudden I hear Jared singing, "After all the pain you put me through, I can't stand to see the side of you." And I was like, "Dadgum, that sucker can sing." So I go home, I get on MySpace. Yes, MySpace. Top 8. And they're looking for a bass player. So this was like God looking down on me going, "Hey, I'm going to give you a chance." And I emailed them or DM'd them, whatever it is. And we all got together. I met up with Scott in Bartlett on Highway 64 in Bartlett, Tennessee. And I got in the car with him when we drove up to Jackson, Tennessee to see Blake Dixon, our drummer, his brother, play at a club in Jackson. And that's where I met Jared Weeks, Jason Knoll, Blake Dixon, and Scott Bartlett for the first time, but we rode together. It was the best night, the first time meeting everybody, and we just got along great. It was awesome. And then the first practice we have, I drive down Corinth, Mississippi, and the first place we practice is like a 8x6 or 10 by something trail. It was tiny. 5 of us. And Davis was in there. If anybody remembers Davis, God bless him. Rest your soul, brother. Wish you were still here as well. We practiced in that trailer, and I'm like, "Dadgum, I heard them on the radio, but they're practicing in this trailer." But what I didn't really see was the bigger picture and how hard Jason Knoll and Jared Weeks work their ass off. Jared Weeks is also, thank you for letting me stay at your house and love on Pugsley and stay with your family and walk to Walmart and Rib Shack and Slug Burgers and everything. Love it. Love Corinth, Mississippi. So at this time, I am also in a band called Inner 61. That's Sean Lloyd, Frankie Glenn, Jeff Whetstone, Thomas. I forgot your last name. I'm sorry. At this moment, I don't even have it in my notebook. I'm unprepared. But so I started with Saving Abel, and also at the same time I was starting with Inner 61, and we did amazing shows at Newbies and the New Daisy. We also won a contest to, I can't remember the name of the contest, but I know the regional finals were here in Memphis at Newbies, when Newbies had the big side, when Newbies was Newbies and whatever is there now. We won a contest that sent us to LA. Movie stars. That was a good trip. Now, since I was so scared of flying at this point, I mean terrified, I took a train, Amtrak, from Memphis to LA. The guys flew there. When I got to LA, I realized I'm flying back. I don't care how scared you are, that's a long trip on a train. Someone did that on YouTube and got 1.5 million views. I'm like, dude, I did that in economy. And no one looked at it at all. So we go out to LA and we play the Key Club, which, badass club, on Sunset, super cool. We went out there and just had a blast. Now, we had to use, it was a fly date, so we couldn't use any of our amps. We couldn't bring any of them. All we could bring was guitars and pedal boards, stuff like that. Stuff that, the workers can shot put onto the plane. Thanks for taking care of our stuff, guys. Please be easy on our instruments and stuff whenever we fly and have to do the fly dates. We already don't want to do it. We'd rather just... Anywho. So, we go and play that show. And we got 6th place out of everybody in the nation. Out of all, new original bands. It was very cool. Never felt so good to get 6th place. For real. And first time, of course, I had In and Out, which is an institution, and I will love In and Out forever. And every time I go West Coast and can get it, I'm getting it. It's kind of like Wawa's. If I can find a Wawa with a dadgum strawberry milkshake, I'm a happy guy. So Enter 61, we come back from that. We shoot a DVD at Newbies, which, greatest night of my life when everything clicked. Band clicked, the lights, the people, it was packed. We had it was butt to nut, elbow to elbow. You weren't squeezing anyone else in there. And there's videos up on this page and YouTube and a few other places of that. Of I think 3 or 4 of the songs. Nothing makes me happier than thinking about the times I spent with Saving Abel, Ingram Hill, Page 13, and Enter 61. Words can't describe how much I grew in that time space, that playing with Saving Abel and Enter 61 at the same time. Okay, quick story, early Saving Abel story, because I was with them only up until I played on the first CD, only a couple songs on the first CD that came out that we released as a very, what I am, freaking independent. Duh. An independent artist, and some of those songs ended up getting on the actual Virgin Records release, which was cool. So I played on a couple songs that was on that record. If you heard it, thank you. But probably the funniest story I can tell without getting this video deleted or anything like that with Saving Abel was, we were going to play a show in Tupelo, Mississippi. We were playing the Elvis Presley Fest, which, oddly enough, I ended up headlining with Ingram Hill. I will talk about that in the next video. They had one bus for 14 bands in this Battle of the Bands that if you won, you got to open for Saliva the next night. So again, Josie, you were following me around or I'm following you around, either one. I know I wasn't that good because I fired myself. Again, I lied my ass off to get that job. But Zach did too, so don't judge me. We are loading up and about to start our set, and Illyria, Roses Unread, I think, played this too. It was just a lot of local bands that started right at that time. I didn't know that there was a sheet of rules for this contest. Usually it's best band wins by vote. I thought that's what it was. I did not know they had a no cussing clause. A no cussing clause, which means if you cuss, you are automatically disqualified from the competition. You already know. You know. But it was a good thing because I was saying something nice. This is why I'm so misunderstood. I got on the mic. Now, number one, they did not tell me that. Number two, I was saying, give everyone a round of applause because they were so fucking badass. I lost it for us before we even started. I am so sorry. We should have opened for Saliva because they said we got perfect scores. They said we had perfect scores. So whoever opened for them, phony. Nah, just kidding. Actually, I know who opened for them and they were awesome. So there's many Saving Abel stories and stuff. But again, I wasn't there that long. A lot of stuff happened in the time I was with them because by the end, I was in Inner 61, but left Saving Abel and Inner 61 to play for Ingram Hill. And then I quit Ingram Hill because I just didn't feel the vibe there. It was a no harm, no foul type deal. And then I came back to Saving Abel and Inner 61. And then, well, that's another video because I've only got so much time. I've really only got so much stuff. But hopefully this clued you in a little bit more on how my career has progressed. And again, what's cool is to be a part of a band like Saving Abel that went on to do amazing things. Platinum single, gold record. I don't know how many awards they've won. Skid Mills, Jason Knoll, Scott Bartlett, Blake Dixon, and even Eric Taylor, the guy that came in right after me. Man, I love you. I think you are cool. Now, I will tell you, you got an easy gig. The only reason I say that, not easy. It wasn't easy at all. I'm just saying I was the guy that did a whole bunch of the driving and grinding it out, and then as soon as I left, someone was able to walk into a pretty good opportunity. So again, you never know who's listening. So I got opportunities. So when I messed up my opportunity, because I thought I was going somewhere else with Ingram Hill, make more money, be on a bus, blah, 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 kind of like dangling that carrot. And a lot of musicians would take that one, and unfortunately, but fortunately I took that, and it's cool because it leads to another video. I'll explain more later. Part 4 coming soon. God bless you guys. See you in the next one. Oh yeah, always remember, keep playing. You never know who's listening.